I'm Dani Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I'm joined today by Katie Woods, who is the Communications Manager for San Mateo County Library System. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to give a small confession. Libraries are one of my favorite topics to talk about. It brings back such great memories as a child. Walking into a library, it was always such a grand space with all of these books, and you just felt like you were almost walking into a university when you were in kindergarten. So thanks for bringing to me what is one of my favorite subjects to be talking about, and that's libraries.
We'd like to hear that.
So San Mateo County has a lot of libraries throughout the county. So tell us a little bit about geographically where you're located.
Sure. We have 12 branches in the San Mateo County Library System that range from Pacifica all the way down to East Palo Alto.
And just really quickly, if someone has a library card, they can go to any one of your libraries.
Yes. So if you are a card holder from any of our 12 libraries, you have access to all.
Great. We're here today to talk about the new library in Half Moon Bay, which actually is a renovation or a replacement of an existing library, but it has a lot of really cool features. So jump into and tell us where it is and a little bit what's new about the building.
Sure. So we are so excited to bring this new gem to the coastside community. The old Half Moon Bay Library was built in the 70s. And was only about 7,800 square feet and served a much smaller population back then compared to now. So it really was time for an upgrade for us to meet the needs of this growing community. And San Mateo County Libraries, in partnership with the City of Half Moon Bay and the County of San Mateo, with assistance from the Friends of the Library and donors, built this magnificent state-of-the-art building close to downtown, where the old library used to be. And it is really going to be a community hub and a place for people to feel at home and have access to the newest technology, resources, and information.
Well, and it's changed. So from the day when I was a young girl and walking in and checking out the book, and we had a card that we signed, and then it was slipped in, and we knew that there was a return date. All of the technology is so very different, and the services are very different that come out of a library today. So tell us a little bit about what Half Moon Bay services will be, not just checking out hardbound books, but other programs within the library.
Yes, so there are so many different features that this new library will offer to the community, ranging from programs for kids, for adults. It's a wealth of knowledge inside this building, and we have an expanded collection of materials. So this new library will feature bilingual books, DVDs, Wi-Fi hotspots. There's 24 desktop computers inside and 42 laptops that patrons can check out from what I like to call these almost computer vending machines, where you stick your library card in and out pops a laptop ready for you to use.
And so you have one specific feature that you want to talk about, and that is the sustainability of the building itself. So what's happening inside is very unique and innovative, but also the building is very unique and innovative.
Yes, so this building is LEED Silver, anticipated to be gold in a couple of months, and it's also projected to be a net zero energy building, which is huge. The project really prioritized using materials that were regional, renewable, and they did such a wonderful job and were very thoughtful with everything that they put in the building. The building maximizes natural air ventilation, and there's even an in-floor hydronic heating system that helps regulate energy consumption when it comes to heating and cooling the building.
So not only is the design very energy efficient, but even the technology within it to heat and cool is also
very green.
I find it very interesting when even building materials are now recycled and reused, and even windows make a big difference in how they're placed and where they're placed, basically on sunset and sunrise, and the locations of buildings. It's amazing how buildings now today are their own sustainable, very unique footprint.
Yes.
So you also have another program that we want to talk about, and that's your makerspace. So tell us about that.
We are so excited about this makerspace. It really has everything to offer. There are GoPros inside, sewing machines, embroidery machines, quilting machines. There's robot sets, so if you want to learn how to code or learn about robotics, it's there for you. 3D printers, a laser cutter, and if you're like me, where you might not always be tech savvy, there is a wonderful staff at Half Moon Bay that's willing to train and teach you how to use this equipment so you can really become a maker.
So you talked in the beginning about all the wonderful partnerships from donors and from your county and the city. How can the community get involved to help you sustain the library in its future and to keep these wonderful programs going in the future?
Sure, we are always looking for volunteers and people to come and enjoy our programs. That's what makes it successful. If the community gives us feedback, tell us what they like to do, and really be part of this growing community that this library will serve as a hub.
And Half Moon Bay is a very unique community in and of itself. So how do you determine the kinds of programs that you're going to offer, or the selection of books, or the services that are needed in your communities that you serve?
So we've had librarians there for years. Staff is well versed in the community. They know each other by first name basis. They know each other's kids. So we're really well connected. And libraries are meant to be part of the community.
Right.
And really understand the needs and the wants that residents have in the area.
Right. It truly is a one-size-does-not-fit-all. Libraries are very unique to the communities that they reside in.
Yes, and we're always trying to offer a transformative experience for anyone that walks through the door.
Now, obviously, it's free of charge to come into the library. Do you have programs that have fees, or are there any fees involved? Can I, from Redwood City, come up to Half Moon Bay and enjoy the library? From Redwood City, come up and enjoy the library in Half Moon Bay? Sure,
you can come in and enjoy the library. The building itself is meant to be a home for anyone that walks in. So there's a beautiful courtyard outside that you can sit, enjoy the sun, collaborate with people. A lot of people from different branches do come and switch depending on the programs that are being offered at different times. So it's really flexible. We really put everything online so you can pick and choose what you want to go to and have the option of locations that fit your needs.
And it sounds like, again, you have programming for the youngest of children all through ages. So it doesn't matter what your needs are, just come down to the library and there's certainly going to be something that will spark your interest and get you excited about learning for the future.
We serve all, and learning doesn't just stop as a child. There's so much more that you can develop and learn and grow, and that's something that we were really excited about and put a lot of thought in when we were offering the dedicated makerspace at this new library, to push that envelope of how much you can learn. And it's for all ages.
Well, we just have about a minute left. What's the last thing you want to leave our community with knowing about this new library?
I'd love to kind of give people an inside look into what they can expect. The new library is 22,000 square feet, 2 stories, so significantly larger than the old library. And when you walk in, there is a large community room that can be split into 2, so multiple programs can be happening at the same time. There's a expansive children's space that is just beautiful, with pops of color and different textures on the walls and the art. When you walk upstairs, there is an expansive area for our collection. You'll notice the wonderful lighting that's coming in from the sun. And there is a study room that is acoustically separated for reading and personal work. 3 study rooms that you can reserve, the makerspace, a literacy room, and of course a dedicated teen area.
Well, and I know as you were visually taking us through the space, we were also seeing photos of the space itself. So I want to thank you so much. I feel like we've kind of walked through the new library, but I think what we should encourage everyone to do is just get over to Half Moon Bay and visit the library for ourselves.
Yes, please look on our website, smcl.org, for all information on Half Moon Bay and the other libraries in our system.
Thanks so much, Katie, for bringing all of this to us. It's exciting for Half Moon Bay community and for San Mateo County. And we'll see all of you next time on Penn Voice.